Sounds comfy. Yeah, there you go. And you can put your Chewy in the bed. Yeah, like that. And then you can lay in the bed and chew your Chewy. What a deal. Reconnect. Unable to connect. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Weird start. Dinor, you stay. Get over in your bed. I don't want you knocking over my water, man. I don't need it. I'm gonna move my water somewhere else. Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, 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 everyone. It's me, Paul Zigo, the human burrito, eating a half-pound of Fritos and macking on your Chiquito. How are things? They're good. Oh, Coolman. Fuck. The answer to your question is me, Manatee's episode, and Scotty. Fuck. The Vanilla Ice cringe off episode, okay? I'm a fucking idiot. I was supposed to tell you that like 4 days ago, but I'm a moron. So, there you go, Coolman. Cryptic, yeah, I know. Secret communiques. Scariest horror movie you've ever seen? I don't know, man. It's a good question. I don't know which movie, like, actually scared me the most. Probably The Exorcist, but I don't know. It's one of those movies that's pretty unsettling. I've seen a Serbian film. I haven't seen the whole thing. I watched enough of it to know that it's just like basically a torture porn movie, and I'm not into those. So Exorcist blows. Oh. Body horror. Yeah, I mean it's that it is unsettling, but I don't know, when it's done like with that hyper realism to it, it's not great. I've got one or two things left to do, so I'll get this done. Then anything else I'm forgetting. Okay, cool. Because we're filming today, so I guess we're meeting over there at like 3. What do you think of the Saw films? I don't really. I mean, I went and saw the recent one, whatever that was, and it was ridiculous. The first one's good. Like, the first Saw is pretty good. Dinor, go. Lay down on your bed. Get your Chewy and lay down. What's the problem? You saw them? Oh, shit. Daybreakers is a terrible film, and you're stupid for liking it. Dude, are you Pimp Monk's third testicle? Dude, what happened today? My bad start has neutered my usual numbers. Only 77 of you have wandered in today. It's a shame. When can you all do live shows again? Hopefully never. Hopefully live is no longer part of our format and we just do it once in a blue moon. Paul, would you bang Lady Gaga? Sure, why not? Would you? Yes, anyone would. Okay, cool. The first 2 were good. They just got worse and worse from there. Why am I so sexy? I don't know. I think it's my strict diet. Never saw the draw of a live show. Way more problems and less quality. I mean, that does tend to typify it. I mean, there are certain things we might want to do live. Excuse me. Isn't Lady Gaga a trans woman? I don't know. Is she? Are you gonna stop doing Cinema for Cynics? Yes, forever now. It's over. Closing the channel today as soon as I end this stream. I like Flash Fried Live. I don't really see what it like. Flash Fried Live is like liking that live and thinking that there's a difference in it live is kind of interesting because back when we used to do those live, we basically ignored the chat. And 95% of the people that watched it after it was done being live and went up afterwards. So don't really see the draw. Morning, Paul. Morning to you. Did you bang Superman? Hell no. Live audience voting on stuff is fun. Yeah, for that kind of a show, sure. I think a live show makes sense. But outside of that, I don't know. You guys gonna do an election live stream in 2020? I don't know. Mantan is disappointed. Poor Mantan Moreland. Underrated till the day he died. I like that you guys ignore the chat. It's way more entertaining that way without us Tizamites. Well, yeah, that's the point. That's the point of ignoring the chat. Like, if the chat was interesting, they'd have a show that we'd be watching, you know? There's no point. The Dictator show was awesome. The Gaddafi video was brutal. Yeah, I've seen that video before. Kind of shocked that it's still up. But whatever. I might speak too soon. I might be speaking too soon on that. MGK1, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Okay. Stalin versus Hitler. I don't know if it. Why's it got to be a versus? What are they head to head in? What do you think the Earth would look like if power were evenly distributed amongst your Highdeology audience? It would be a wasteland and a radiated, garbage-piled, burnt-out husk of what used to be a human civilization. For sure. Like, probably within a week of them taking over, there wouldn't be a single person alive on the planet. Basically the Fallout universe, but without the handful of survivors. Why are you laying over there? You want over there? You want next to? What if I put your bed here? Will you lay in it now? Will you lay in the bed now? Dinor, such a neurotic little beast. He was raised by a couple of neurotic beasts, so I guess that it makes sense that he's neurotic as well. My first policy would be one-child policy, as in one child born per year for the whole country. Only one kid a year, like one single kid. How'd we do that? How would we make that happen? I guess this stream is probably going to be my punishment stream. I've been feeling lately like since I kind of took a break from Highdeology for a little while. Didn't do one for a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks or something, and then I came back and started doing them again. And since then, I've had some pretty good audiences. Not necessarily size-wise, but like, you know, interaction-wise and stuff. Some good questions. Some decent little tangents we've gone on. But I guess this is my nope, it's still ridiculous stream. It's my nope, your audience is still a bunch of fucking clowns stream. Just reminding you, Paul. Do a stream on the pooper? No. No. Mod everyone. Let's not. I mean, that might be a good way to, like, during a stream like this, just mod everybody so that you all just end up banning each other. It would be a good exercise in like reverse psychology. I'd just be like, yeah, mod everybody. And then all you idiots would start perma-banning one another and shit. And then the next time I did one of these shows, all of you would be banned, you know? And it wouldn't even be me that did it. You couldn't even like run to Reddit or Twitter or whatever and say, Paul claims to be about free speech, but he just banned 90,000 people out of his chat, bro. Can mods ban other mods? I don't know. It's a good question. I assume they can. Paul the hypocrite. He banned everybody in his chat. It's like, no, it didn't. The chat banned itself. I think I got to start doing more of these late night, though. I've been doing a lot of them in the afternoons like this and evenings, but I haven't done a late night Highdeology in a long time. Those are pretty seedy, you know. Those get pretty crazy. You should use compression on Scotty's mic. We do. We use compression on all 3 of our mics. Paul, would you bang God or Sub-Zero or secular talk? Yes. Do you have any hope in your big bones? Any hope? In my bones? Probably not. Hope being in like an ephemeral concept and my bones being actual physical objects. I would guess that there are none in there. That would be my guess. Well, the late night crowd sometimes has bonustism and sometimes is way cooler than you guys. It just depends, you know. This daytime crew, I don't know. A pollen angel, please. Done or what? You want in? Go. In or out? In or out? Come on. Quit being neurotic. Quit being neurotic. Go get your chewy. Get your chewy. Get your chewy and chew it. Ashley's doing stuff inside, so he's like whining to get in. And then if I let him in and close the door, he'll stay in there for about a minute, and then he'll be whining at the door to come out here again. You gotta pick. You gotta choose one. Can't be in there. Will you ever get a second dog? No. Paul, would you bang Spawn or Bebe Rexha or Starbucks coffee bottle? Wow, that's not even a timeout, that's a full-blown ban. That's how you get banned on this channel. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. When's the next meetup? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. I'm going to take this inside. Ugh, Dinor, you're an asshole. And it's okay. Don't worry. We're fine. You're not being shown. You're fine. They're looking at my stupid face. Ashley's got no shirt on, dude. The Bobs and Vagine are out. But you guys get to see nothing. They're staring at my finger. Respect women. Yeah. Respect women. Respect women. Women lives matter. You know? You know what I mean? Respect ramen? Yeah. Yeah, respect ramen. If you did a 24-hour Highdeology, how long would you last before throwing yourself off the balcony? Probably an hour and a half, which is actually shorter than a normal Highdeology sometimes is, but I think just knowing that there were like 24 more hours of it to go would probably be enough to get me to fling myself off the balcony. I respect women. Do you? "24 hours of pure, unadulterated human degradation." That's exactly what it would be. You do a sleep stream, that would count towards the 24 hours. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't want to be sleeping in front of you people. That's creepy, man. No disrespect to anybody who's done a sleep stream before, but that's just straight up creepy, dude. The internet watching you while you sleep. Like, is nothing sacred? Is nothing private anymore? We could guard you from what? Well, you can want in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up first on that, because I'm not doing no sleep streaming, man. I ain't doing no sleep streams. Anything's possible, says you. They would just watch me toss and turn like crazy. Yeah, they'd probably just watch me sleep on my stomach and periodically snore really loudly. I don't know how that's interesting or fun or whatever. A nap stream. Am I okay? No. Are you? Is any of us okay, truly? That's what we all tell each other. That's the easy road, right? The easy road when somebody goes like, "Hey, dude, you doing okay?" Or, "How are you doing?" You say, "I'm all right. I'm okay." But is that true? So, yeah, that's another one you give. You know, "I'm all right. You know, so. How about you?" Never the truth. It's never the truth, because you know that person is not really asking, right? Somebody goes, "Hey, man, how you been?" They don't really want to know. I'll be like, "Oh, well, let's see. I've been quietly going insane, slowly but surely isolating myself from everything meaningful in life outside of very few things. Trying to interpret the weird visions and noises and pictures that my brain shows me constantly always, and see if they make any sense or have any connection to reality. Let's see. Filled with a deep, abiding sense of constant and utter, irredeemable regret. Nobody wants that. They just want like, oh, I'm all right. How about you? I'm all right too. Like, why do we do that? Why do we do that? I'm all right. Yeah, but for Paul, that's normal. So you okay? I guess so. How are you is just something you say. Why though? But prolapse itches. How are you? Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that answer. Nobody's like, jockeying for that answer. If you need anything, let me know. Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm guilty of that as much as anybody else is. But yeah, if you need anything, let me know is another good one that people do. When I ask, I genuinely want to know. No, you don't. No, you don't. Doesn't make you a bad person. I mean, we all do it. It just means that you don't really want to know. You don't. I do genuinely want to know. No, you don't. No, you don't. Trust me. If you like, I'd love to see a movie like The Invention of Lying, but with Kuhlman, where his deep desire to really want to know if people are okay comes true, and everybody in the world can't wait to help but give Kuhlman their problems and issues and deep-seated emotional struggles. You'd be insane. Like within 24 hours, you would go stark raving mad. Like you never want to know. Well, yeah, I do. Like sometimes I do want to know, but I never start it with like, "How you doing? You doing okay?" You know what I mean? That kind of conversation is more direct. You cut to the heart of the matter. You say, "Look, you know, I've noticed you've been down lately, and I don't think you're doing okay. You want to talk about it?" That means I genuinely want to know what's going on with you. How are you is something I'm trying to erase from my vocabulary because I don't really care. What's the gayest thing you've ever done? I don't know. Kissed a dude. I mean, I don't know. Do you consider something done when you're like super young, like 5, 6, 7 years old, that age range? Do you consider that to have the attribute of gay when it's prior to you being, a sexual entity? I guess the answer changes based on how people feel about that. Kissing Pimp Monk, yeah. When you were 5, you dry humped a black kid named DeAndre. Oh my god, dude. This chat is fucking reprehensible. It's a bunch of. Just a hive of scum and villainy, man. A hive of scum and villainy. Just kill the stream, dude. Trust me. You're not the only voice bouncing around in my head saying that. I'm looking at that little X up in the corner right now. I'm staring right at it like all I got to do is push that and this goes away. All I got to do is hit that X and this disappears forever. All I got to do is push the X. And all of this goes down the toilet. I don't have the balls. I don't have the balls. You're right. I don't have the balls to do it.
You have pretty good balls.
Oh. Ashley says I've got pretty good balls. So she would know. Isn't that great? I've got pretty good balls and a pretty good dick. I got a pretty good package, you know. It's not nothing to write home to mom about, but it's pretty good. You know what I mean? It's like the generic brand of cereal of cock and balls. You know what I mean? That's really what I got going on here. It's like your mom goes to the store, she brings home the big bag of, off-brand Cocoa Puffs, and you're like, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not a box of real Cocoa Puffs, but it's pretty good.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Yeah, exactly. Could be worse. You know, I wonder how many of us men are walking around with pretty good dick, and just feeling like we're underachievers, but we're really not. We're right in that zone. We're okay. We're good. But we all feel like we're just missing, because we're not the on brand. We're not Pepsi. We're Mr. Pepso or whatever the fuck. Fuck, man. Yeah, we're RC Cola. I know I'm not just pretty good, dude. Coolman on the brag station up in here today, dude. Coolman trying to act like he's swanging the dang-a-langin', dude.
Cool and a virgin.
I don't know. I think he is. Yeah, how do you know you're more than pretty good if you're a virgin, Coolman? I'm Verner's. Only some like it. Oh. Paul, would you bang a box of Cocoa Puffs, a Aztec Warrior, or Sue Strom? Yes. By the way, you're banned. Pimp's blood pressure was 200/95 on his live stream. That's not good. That's really not good. That should be something like what, like 120/80 or some shit. That's even on the little high side, but give humanity a grade. You're the teacher. Name the relevant subjects. Okay, let's see. Communications would be the first subject because I think that that's probably a central subject. So let's say communications, humanity gets a C. We've gotten better. I'd say that, 50, 100 years ago, we'd get like a D minus or an F. But now we've got tools to where if somebody, types something in a language we don't understand, we can copy paste it and get a rudimentary, idea of what that person was trying to say. We're real bad on nuance. We're like at a C minus because of our lack of being able to communicate nuance on our communication tools. Nuance and sarcasm and rhetorical hyperbole and stuff are all meaningless online because people are credulous idiots. That's part of our communication problem. So if we want to up that grade, we're going to have to learn how to convey those very necessary human communicational elements on our, online communication tools. So right now I'd say we're at a C minus on communication. How about business? Yeah, you got to get a grade in business. How well are we doing commerce? How well are we maintaining our economies? And this one's a big fat F. We are allowing all of the capital to pool at the top. We're leveraging everything physical that we make and create with debt that's double or triple the value of the product. We fucking flunk. We get an F in business. We really got to get our fucking shit together, man. So C in communications, an F in business. What else would be will we grade? How about ecology? That seems like a good one. Ecology. So how well are we doing as a planet in ecology? I'd say we're a strong F in ecology as well. Maybe a D minus. Maybe somebody said a D minus. We are really shitting on the planet. Our ability to take care of the planet that we live on and sustain the ecosystems on it and make sure that the trees are still healthy and the ocean is still producing oxygen and life and food for us to fucking eat in abundance. We're just flunking out on that. So we got a C in communication, an F in business, an F in ecology. I guess we'd need to round it out with health, right? Health and safety. Maybe we should make those two different things. So let's just say health. We suck. We suck. I mean, there are some places on the planet where the populations are reasonably healthy and have access to good health care, but for most people that live on this planet, health care is a joke. So I'd say we get an F there. And then safety should be the class, and it's a class that everybody hates. But human safety should be a top priority. You know, the ability to do commerce and to communicate with one another with a reasonable idea that you are safe. And if you look at humanity in totality, we are not very safe. I'd say a D, maybe a D plus in safety, which is probably up from years past. You know, that's a little, gradient upwards. Art, yeah, that's a good one. Art, you know what? I give humanity a strong B plus in art. And I think that maybe it's always had a strong B plus in art, and maybe there's not a way under our current system, with our current mindset, for us to rise above that. But I give humanity a strong B plus in art. There's a lot of creative expression going out there, and people seem hungry for it. I think we could probably improve our B plus to an A minus or an A by upping our understanding of art and our appreciation of art. I'd say art appreciation. If we were grading art and art appreciation separately, I'd say humanity would have a B plus in art and probably a C minus in art appreciation. Art is starting to kind of suck, though, due to greedy sellouts. Man, people have been selling that fucking line forever. Dude, back in the Renaissance, when these painters were being patronized to create these great works of art, there were people just like you going, "'Tis these rich merchants that will ruin the purity of art. Used to be that an artist poured his soul upon the canvas, and now he pours but dinars and green dollar bills." You're just the same old fucking fuddy-duddy, dude. I might get old, but when it comes to art and expression and shit, I hope to never be one of those old fucks. I try really hard to not be. And I think musically is where I still have the last vestiges of that, like, fuddy-duddy mentality. But I've really worked on that over the last year. I really have. Tried to open my mind to new ideas. I mean, war isn't a class. I think that wraps up into human safety, doesn't it? The C minus there. Lots of rampant war, lots of rampant unchecked poverty, lots of rampant unchecked disease. I mean, we're not doing well. We've managed to create some relatively safe places on the globe, but those are few and far between in comparison with how most people live. An A plus in war, yeah, there you go. What about education? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you grade, how do you grade education as a class? But yeah, humanity would get probably a C minus in education, up from a strong D probably 100 years ago. And once again, I think the internet leverages us up a peg in education, because it's a resource like libraries, right, which were underutilized by the time I was a kid, but used to be the only way for an average person to up their IQ, on something. Now we've got the internet, which comes with its own series of problems, hence the fact that we're still down there in the D, C minus range. But at least we have some access to, information now. Reading never did nothing for no one. Exactly, dude. Nice double negative. That's a, wait, that's a triple negative. Bravo. Wait, that's a quadruple negative. Holy shit, man. How would you recommend expanding music exposure? Listen to music. Step outside of whatever your favorite. Like if you're like a dude that does nothing but listen to black metal all day, and you want to expand your horizon, sit down and listen to other types of music.
Listen to K-pop.
Ashley says listen to K-pop. I wouldn't personally, but that's a hey. If you want to expand your musical horizons,
Somebody who likes death metal,
what?
if you're somebody who likes like black metal or death metal or something, why not just go the complete opposite and listen to like K-pop?
Right. So yeah, she said if you're into death metal, pick something the opposite of death metal. Do you like classical music? I do. There's one thing this video needs: K-pop. Yeah.
I actually don't like K-pop.
You'd like J-pop though,
I guess I like anime openings, but I don't really go out of my way.
and Vocaloid, which has got to be J-pop, right?
I guess so. It's almost its own genre, but mostly J-pop, I guess. I want to see Hatsune Miku live.
That would be kind of cool.
Wouldn't it?
Go see Miku live. What classicals do you like? My favorite composer is Bela Bartok, and my favorite piece by him is Allegro Barbaro. I tend to like a lot of piano-heavy stuff. Rachmaninoff is a favorite of mine. I like Ravel, the big bombastic stuff. Doors were the best band ever, man. The best band ever, man. OMG, love your vids, Paul. Thanks, bro, for the $2 Canadian. How would you rate our leaders now? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, dude. I don't want to talk. Can we not? Can we have one apolitical stream, please? Where we just talk like human beings that aren't fucking just stuck in the mire of our stupid ass fucking soap opera politics. Huh? Can we pretend to be normal fucking human beings for one stream? God fucking damn it. Can you get a copyright strike for classical music? Yes, you can. Depends. Like if I were to play something that like the New York Philharmonic Orchestra performed, there's a good chance I'm gonna get flagged for it. So depending on what orchestra it was that performed it, yes. You want us to be normies? I mean, I don't know if I want you to be out normies. I don't think I'm asking that. I'm saying, can we take a break from this like hyper focus on the political for one stream? That's what I'm asking. Because like every stream, if you go back and watch any of my streams, you're going to catch me answering a question about Trump or Pelosi, or what do you think should be done about this, or how would you change that, or what do you would you vote if this, or why don't you vote, or what do you think about this, or what do you think about that, or what do you think about the TPP, what do you think about the fucking, you know what I mean? And I'm just fucking tired of it, man. I do a political show. It's starting to be like 2 times a week now, where we do these little we do a big flash fried and that gets clipped up, and then we're starting to do these like flash fried nuggets that are, released on different days. I'm already just buried in the politics shit, man. And if you want to know what I think about it, go watch those properties. You know what I mean? Watch them's properties. The pee-pee tape, dude. Come on, man. Flash fried nuggets sounds tasty. Yeah, you guys have already gotten a few mouthfuls of it. We've released a few of these like little impromptu flash fried stories that, you know, come out at different times of the week. So, you know. Flash fried. Are you dead inside? It's time for flash fried. Flash, 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 flash fried. It's time for flashy Friday. You seen the Babadook? Yeah, I've seen the Babadook. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. A really good character study film with a kind of wonky ending, but who cares? The endings in movies always suck. If you hate a movie because the ending sucked, then you suck. I mean, fine. If the ending and everything else sucks, then good. But if you've got a really good movie that's got a little bit of a wonky or weak ending, then do you have any recent horror films you've enjoyed? Yeah. Hereditary, I think, is probably one of the more recent ones that I liked. I Lived a Quiet Place. I saw that in the theaters. I thought it was really good. I think we're on the cusp of, or living at the beginning of, a renaissance in horror. I think the horror genre over this year and the next couple of years is probably going to be pretty big. Get Out was really good. I'm super stoked about Us, I think it's called, which is Jordan Peele's new horror movie. I tweeted about that. The trailer looks pretty goddamn good. Really like their use of I've Got Five on It by Blackstreet and taking that old kind of West Coast Cali booty shaker song and turning it into this ominous, you know, horror movie soundtrack is a really smart idea. So, also, am I allowed to say this? I'm gonna say this, dude. Am I allowed to say this without being called a fucking cuck? I kind of like the black perspective being introduced by Jordan Peele into horror films. I kind of like getting a peek at the social elements being expanded upon into horror films. I like that shit. I think it's good, and I hope to see more of it. How you like that? How do you like that? Yikes, huh? Horror movies are always about white people. I mean, you have to admit that, and there is a trope in horror movies that if there's a black person in the movie, there's a good chance that they will be the first one to be killed. So horror movies have been traditionally, and not always, there have been movies. In fact, one of the foundational modern horror films had a black actor in the lead role. So it's not like there are no black horror films out there, horror films where a protagonist is black or where the perspective is from a black angle, but there are few and far between, for sure. Night of the Living Dead. Dun, 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 dun. See the dead come to life. Dun, dun, dun. Hungering for the flesh of the living. Dun, 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 dun. Watch the shambling hordes descend upon your fearless protagonists. Dun, dun, dun. I love old movies, man.
They made a spin-off of that movie, but Nights
like Knights of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been done. I'm sure that there is some schlock horror movie, some shitty homemade. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll look it up. I'll look it up right now. That is a good question, Ashley. Knights of the Living Dead. Is it a thing? Knights of the Living Dead. Is it a thing? Night of the Living Dead is a thing. It's a 2005 movie, comedy horror, released July 1st, 2005. After a drinking binge, some friends end up in Iceland where they accidentally resurrect a knight and a Viking from the dead.
That's great.
I will flip it around and show you guys if you can see it. I don't know how well, but the cover to this looks like it's very indie homebrew.
I want to see.
Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't know. I'm gonna try and find this motherfucker. Let's see if we can find it. Night of the Living Dead. 1, 2. Let's see. That's my usual way of finding these. I have a feeling it's probably not. Okay, there also is a book called Knights of the Living Dead by Ron Wolf. Knights of the Living Dead is so much more than a zippy, high-concept mashup. Written by Ron Wolf and illustrated by Pinocchio Vampire Slayer's Dustin Higgins, Knights of the Living Dead transcends the brain-munching of most zombie fiction and examines the nature of one's soul and the essence of being. All that, plus brain-eating and swords. I kind of want to read this book now. And it's volume 1, Knights of the Living Dead, volume 1. So I guess there's a, oh, yep, there's a oh wait, hold up. There's also a comic book series. Nope, never mind. This is, yeah, it's a graphic novel series. So Knights of the Living Dead is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-part graphic novel series. So there you go. There is a movie, Night of the Living Dead. Oh, wait. I guess in Plants vs. Zombie Heroes, there's also a premium rare zombie card called Night of the Living Dead. What does he do? He has 5 strength, 5 health, and 7 cost. 7 brain cost, I guess. Class is hardy. There you go. What else do we got for Night of the Living Dead? Night of the Living Dead eBay. Whoa. There's an advanced D&D first edition Forgotten Realms like adventure from way back in the day called Night of the Living Dead. There's also it looks like a book, like a biography of George Romero called Night of the Living Dead with the K. What else do we got here? Yeah, that's a good name for a Romero biography. Night of the Living Dead. That's a good one. I like that. Is there a Night of the Living Fred? Probably. I want to find this Night of the Living Dead. Wait a minute. Nightofthelivingdead.com. Choose a name for your hero. Dildo is my name. When dead rise, the kings will fall. What? There's like a game. Go to www.nightofthelivingdead.com and there's like a free little browser game. What do I want? Weapon, accuracy, or skill? Yeah, I'm gonna get that skill. Okay, what do I do? Attack? Dildo, Mist Farmer, Bob Brains, and Farmer Bob. Okay, can I skill anything? Misfortune. Dildo activated Misfortune. Haha! Enrage. Every time you hit, you deal 3 more damage. Yeah, okay, cool. Wow, there's like a little game you can play, dude. Night of the Living Dead. Do I have some items? I have a health potion, but I don't really need it. Yeah, he's dead. Level 2 perk. So, like, you basically battle one dude. Okay, so I'll take accuracy. Ready for the next enemy? Yes. Oh, shit. Mogor. I better use a health potion. Okay. I'm going to attack. He dodged. I better skill. Okay, I'm going to skill. Misfortune. All right, now he can't hit me. Hit him. I'm beating this, dude. You guys are watching my cam as I beat this. Keen eye, 15 accuracy for 10 turns. I need more skill points. Okay, fine. Attack him. Mogor is going down. Boom. Mogor is dunked. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I guess this is a good reason to do these streams on a computer, huh? Yeah, maybe I'll do a stream where we play Night of the Living Dead. Let's upgrade our dodge. Whoa, a berserker? Yeah, misfortune time for you, buddy. Jesus, this guy's gonna fuck me up. Nice. Hit him. Boom, 21 damage. That's a chunky one. Hit him again. Done. Dude, I'm level 4 already. I'm beating this game up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream so I can play more of this